We are so excited to discuss British and American English with you today. For the past year and a half, James and I have discovered and had a great time learning that we don't speak the same English. And sometimes we've actually had to describe words and show hand signals to try to help the other person understand what we are talking about. And it's quite fun. So we wanted to bring to you today, UK versus US English. Okay, let's start with this. You know what I'm bringing up? You ready? James, what is this?
That is a crisp. They are crisps.
We called it a chip.
But that's not a chip. A chip is what you have with fish. And you have fish and chips.
Mm-hmm. We call those French fries.
Yeah, but why do you call them French fries? Because they're not French fries. French fries are smaller versions of chips that you have in fast food restaurants.
Your chips are actually thick fries for us. They're quite like thicker versions of fries. Well, what do you call if you go to McDonald's and you order what we would call fries? What do you call them?
They are fries because that's what they are. They're French fries.
Okay.
So thinking about that then, and we nowadays, because of the lockdown, you can get delivery and obviously the drive-through McDonald's. So you get your drive-through and obviously you put it in the car, but sometimes you've gone to the drive-through when you've come back from the shops and you put your shopping in the boot of the car and then you've got the McDonald's and you have that on the way back.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Go back.
What?
Go back. Did you say you go to the shops?
Of course you go to the shops to get your food.
So in the UK, you go to the shops. We go to the grocery store. And then we stand in line to wait to check out our groceries and pay for them.
You stand in line.
What do you do?
We queue.
You queue, like C-U-E.
No, that's a snooker queue that you play snooker with. Do you have snooker there?
Pool? Are you talking about pool?
Well, yeah, pool and snooker.
Is that the same thing?
No.
What's snooker?
Snooker is with different colour balls, but it's the same. Hit it using one ball to hit other colour balls in a fashion like pool. But you have snooker and pool, and you use a cue, C-U-E, to cue.
Okay.
So Q is Q-U-E-U-E, which is a great thing for Scrabble because it's one of those Q words.
Q-U-E-U-E.
Yes,
okay. So we stand in line. You queue up.
We just queue. You just queue. One word queue.
You queue.
It is a queue and you queue in line. You queue. So it's both the action and the descriptor.
Okay.
And you stand in line.
Okay.
So we've always been told in Britain that we do queuing better than anyone. We queue for everything. But that's only because probably we queue and you stand in line. It's the same thing. But we're always told that we just like queuing for things. It's a British thing.
Well, maybe you're more patient. Who knows? Are you patient when you queue?
And both queuing and queuing, yes.
Because we're not so patient. It could be true.
Do you have people do you have people scrambling to get to the front of the queue? But how do you do that? Because you can't have people queuing. You can't have people scrambling to get to the front of the line. Is that what you'd say?
Just people cut in line sometimes.
Cut in line? What's that? Is that like so you
can't cut in the queue?
You have a line and you cut the line to go in front of other people.
Okay, I need to ask you something. Once you check out your groceries,
we pay for them, not check out.
You pay for them, you don't check out.
We pay for them at the checkout. We don't check out of the shop.
Okay. Once you pay for your groceries and then check out,
No, you pay at the checkout, and then you leave the shop. Take them. We put the bags of the shopping into the trolley and push the trolley to the car to put
Okay,
them in,
well,
in the boot.
We put our groceries in a grocery cart.
A grocery cart.
A grocery cart.
Grocery cart. Not a trolley.
Not a trolley. If I were to put it in a trolley, that means I'm getting on a little mini train thing and I'm driving away.
A tram, like an electric,
like a tram
that you have in the streets, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I check out. You pay for your groceries
at the checkout.
At the checkout. Taking them out of the trolley, we take them out of the grocery cart. Now we get to our car and we load them up in the trunk.
Okay.
Of the car.
Okay, that's fine.
But you load them up in.
Put them in the boot.
The boot of the car.
Yep. Yep. Okay, and then you drive round to McDonald's. You get your really fatty, like nuclear
French fries, and it's raining, so we use windshield wipers.
Of course.
What do you use?
Windscreen wipers.
Windscreen wipers.
And if to turn left or right in the car, you use indicators.
We use turn signals. Or signal. Do you remember the first time? Do you remember the first time I was driving and having a conversation with you, and you could hear the?
I could hear the indicators. That's right.
And I said, "What?" And you had to explain to me, and I literally said, "Are you talking about the?"
And you call them the turn signals.
The signal.
The signals that help you turn.
Yep.
Rather than the indicators that indicate that you're about to do something.
Correct.
You've left.
All right.
You've left your turn signals on. It's interesting.
Well, now we're home, and I need to address something about your ground level and your first floor.
Well, I'm on the second floor in my flat.
But I've discovered that you're actually 3 floors up.
No, I'm 2 floors up.
How many floors are beneath you?
There's ground floor, and there's first floor, and the second floor. So I get my shopping from the shops out of the boot of the car, and I enter the building at the ground floor because it's on the ground, and then I climb lots of steps to the first floor, and my flat's on the second floor. Perfectly legitimate. Ground is 0, ground 0, 1, 2.
We have first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. So for me, you're on the 3rd floor. You're 3 floors up.
But I'm not though. I'm only 2 floors up.
And now it's time to eat tea. You're gonna have tea.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been out shopping, got the food. Just need a cup of tea and a biscuit. That's what I'm gonna have.
Well, the other thing that's really yummy is cookies.
Yeah.
Scones. And biscuits.
And biscuits, absolutely. Nice sweet chocolate bourbons, digestive biscuits, nice cup of tea. Just dunk them in the tea, and then you eat them. It's just like biscuits.
And we would call those cookies.
No, that's not a cookie. Cookies are the kind of like cookies are flat with like something in there, like the dough that's flat. So it's like chocolate chips or raisins or other cranberries or things like that. Like chocolate chip cookies are very distinctly just that type of biscuit are a cookie.
Right. Okay. The scone biscuit thing has been challenging.
Well, a scone is a scone and a biscuit is a bit. What's the problem?
Because
scones or scones. I mean, don't go there. But I mean, we could split the audience here with whether you call them scones or scones. But then you have a scone thing, and it's like a thicker biscuit mixture that is bigger, and you slice it in half. You have two halves of it, and you put obviously cream or jam the right way round, depending where you're from, on a scone.
Okay.
Or a scone.
This, from the pictures I've seen and experienced, after being told you don't have biscuits, what did I say?
We do have biscuits. You dip them in tea.
But not, but not. This was the conversation. We don't have biscuits. Okay, biscuits are cookies. We understand that. Biscuits and cookies are the same. Okay. We don't have those kind of biscuits, Christelle. And I said, well, do you have Kentucky Fried Chicken? And you said yes.
Sorry, this is scones and biscuits and cookies. What's that?
Because I was trying to find you some biscuits.
but that's fast food. What's going on?
I was trying to find you the biscuits.
What's going on?
So you said they don't serve biscuits there. And I discovered that actually what you call scones are very much closely related to what we call biscuits.
Oh, what? So where does the chicken come in?
It doesn't matter. I was just trying to find you some biscuits.
So what are your biscuits then?
Our biscuits are closely related to your scones.
And you put chicken.
So we both have scones. We both have scones, like the
scone. They're just scones or scones. You don't need to like you said, tea sandwiches. You don't need to call them twice. They're just scones.
We need to show a picture. Now I need to ask you something else because
no. Whoa. For everybody else, well, tell us more about biscuits, because we know what our biscuits are, but your biscuits have something to do with chicken. What do you do with them?
Often we have biscuits that we might cut in half, and they're circle pastry, fluffy delicacies
that look like scones.
But here in America, they don't look like scones.
Okay. And chicken,
they're
why?
circles and they're fluffy.
Yeah.
And doughy. And sometimes we cut them in half and we put gravy on them. We eat them with mashed potatoes, coleslaw, chicken. We might have gravy and biscuits. We might have biscuits with dinner. Circle fluffy pastries that are very similar to your scones, which on your scones, which I would call a biscuit, usually, but I've also seen scones in Britain. What do you put on your scone biscuits?
Okay, they're not scone biscuits, they're biscuits. And they're not scones, they're scones.
What did I call crisps earlier? Chip crisps? I'm just clarifying across the board. Chip crisps and scone biscuits. So what do you put on your scone biscuits?
You mean scones?
For this conversation, yes.
Okay. Well, as I said, you did have sweet ones. You could have cream and jam, or jam and cream, depending. But you can have flavored scones that have got cheese in. So then you could have cheese in the mix to make them cheesy, and then you could have them with like butter and then maybe even more cheese. Cream cheese and chutney is really nice with those ones. It's like a savory version of the cream and jam.
There's something interesting though that I've discovered across the UK. Am I going to stir up a controversy here? Some people in the UK put cream first and then jam. Is this correct? And others put jam and then cream, and it's like based on where you live. Can you explain this to me?
No.
Why not?
Because we don't want to start an internet phenomenon.
This is what a big deal it is in the UK. You can actually start wars with.
My lips. We're not talking about this.
Is this really how serious it is?
Have you ever upset people from Devon?
All right. I have to ask you a question because I never learned this. Going back to crisps, chips, fries.
Yes.
You have something really cute that we call a baked potato.
Absolutely. Yep.
What is it?
We bake our potatoes so that they have little jackets on them. And
So
so we call them jacket potatoes. We bake them in the oven as per baked potatoes, but then we call them jacket potato. So then you
and
have
when you have
potato,
what
but you have potato skins, don't you?
we have potato skins. We'll eat
Yeah.
potato skins. Yes.
Yeah. Well, what's the
Do you,
point in that? That's like jackets. That's like the jackety, crispy bit.
so do you eat jackets?
We eat the potato jackets, of course, yes, because that's
Is
what
that what you call them? Eating the potato jacket?
Yeah, you can, and then if you were in a kind of restaurant where they chopped all those bits up and put flavorings on them, they would be then what we just said.
Potato skins or potato jacket?
Potato skins, yeah. The jacket, it's like you wouldn't. It's a jacket over the whole potato, like a jacket that you wrap up nice and cozy and warm.
Your potatoes all snuggly and warm.
Warm in this jacket. But you wouldn't have a little jacket over your hand. That's like a glove, or what you call a mitten. And then so a jacket is the whole thing, but if you chop it up in a restaurant, like you call it skins.
Okay. So your potatoes are nice and snug in their jackets.
Absolutely.
And ours are baked. They're baked potatoes.
Absolutely.
Now all I can picture is your cute little potatoes with faces all snuggly and
Absolutely. Yep. And then we put
James.
And then when they're nice and snuggly and warm, you put cheese inside them and beans and lots of nice things in them. And you could get a salad with lettuce and coleslaw and tomatoes and cucumber and
tomato. So tomato. We say tomato, you say tomato, which I love. But I have a question. Why do we say potato? Why don't you say potato?
Because we just don't.
Okay, so we're making the whole dinner.
We
have all of this. It's really yummy. And apparently your green beans can run away.
Yeah, runner beans. Absolutely. Yep.
Because we have green beans and we have
runner beans.
Runner beans.
Yep.
Your food is so wonderful. They have personalities. Your potatoes have jackets, your beans run.
Yep.
And something we discovered, which was so confusing and actually hilarious every time we have to describe what we're talking about.
You mean more confusion than biscuits and scones?
Well, when we had the conversation about both eggplant and zucchini. Eggplant is, how do you say that again?
That's why you don't have it, because you could never pronounce it, could you? It's like indicator's a long word, so you call it turn signal.
Okay, so
aubergine has 4 syllables. Aubergine, so you call it
aubergine.
Yeah, something like that, and you call it eggplant
and aubergine. So you say aubergine, I say eggplant.
You say zucchini. We say we say courgette.
I say zucchini, you say courgette.
The thing is, though, once you've finished all that kind of savoury food, you've worked out whether you're having biscuits or cookies or scones or... Well, if you had savoury biscuits and you've had like baked potatoes, then probably what you need there is some kind of chocolate or something afterwards, chocolate bar, something cold like a nice lolly, something like that, just to kind of freshen your mouth up, something nice and sweet before you then have something else or you go out for the day or something like that. Is that right?
Okay, so you have
chocolate bar.
A chocolate bar.
Because it's a bar made of chocolate.
We have candy bars.
Yeah, but it's
and
chocolate. But it's chocolate though, isn't it?
Yes, but listen. Do you remember how we have green beans?
Yes.
And you have runner beans. And we have zucchini and eggplant, and you have a very long word for both. So now we're into chocolate bars and candy bars. We have a candy bar. Lolly. We have lollipops, which is a candy that you lick. But your lollies are
cold.
cold, like ice cream.
Like frozen water, fruity. Yes.
So frozen water fruity, and you just call them a lolly.
Yeah.
A lolly.
Or lollipop, but lolly most.
We call that a popsicle.
Popsicle. Oh, it's like you've gone into a cave and they're dangling from. There's a popsicle like in a cave and they're like glistening in the star.
No, those are icicles.
Popsicle. Oh, popsicle. And you had to go at us for potato jackets.
Well, I still think it's cute.
Popsicle.
What? Tell me.
Popsicle. Oh.
James, I feel bad because you don't have cotton candy.
No, praise be to the God of sugar. We have candy floss.
Candy floss. Cotton candy is candy floss.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cute. This is cute. This is really fun. Yesterday we discovered something new. Here we have sprinkles.
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. You've got your cream tea with your scones and your cookies and your biscuits and your all that kind of thing. But you have cupcakes that have icing on, and then on the top of that you put hundreds and thousands because they're nice, like bits of like tiny little bits of coloured sugar that you sprinkle on the top. Call them hundreds and thousands. Excellent. That's right.
You sprinkle hundreds and thousands
because there's literally hundreds of thousands of them.
You sprinkle hundreds and thousands, and we sprinkle sprinkles.
Yes.
Beautiful, colorful sprinkles.
Yes. So you don't do any. How do you sprinkle sprinkles? Is that what you do?
We sprinkle sprinkles.
Or do you pour sprinkles?
We pour sprinkles.
Okay.
We hope you're able to understand. Or perhaps we made it harder for you to understand UK versus US English.
Yeah. Christelle is now not welcome in Devon or Cornwall.
Find links to UK versus US below, a show that we love watching for date nights, and perhaps we'll include some other links to help interpret this entire story that we made even worse for our audience. Thank you and have a great day.
Bye for now.
If we have missed any English, start again. American, British. If you know words that we've missed.
That's a great outtake, Christelle. Do it again.
We are so excited to bring to you episode number 5. Forgot Brits don't get excited.
Everything is exciting. Everything is awesome.
What did we learn about?
Welcome to the 5th episode of Ponderings from Across the Pond. Welcome to the 5th episode of Ponderings from Across the Pond. This one ain't bad.
It's not so bad. What did we learn yesterday? Americans and Australians, everything is awesome and exciting, and the Brits are.
It's not bad.
It's not so bad.